match this evening as Nizhny Novgorod host MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg of Germany. Well, the home side have been solid rather than spectacular so far. Come into this game with a 3-3 record. They should arrive here with plenty of confidence, mind you, after winning their last 2 matches. As we take a look at the other games in this group, Banvit and UCAM Murcia played out a bit of a cracker yesterday. Spanish side winning by a point. Anvil taking on Le Mans as well later on today, and also Sidigis Avellino up against Ventspils, also being played later on today. So plenty of action to get stuck into over the next few hours here in Russia, tipping off a little bit earlier than some of the other games in the Basketball Champions League. Yeah, I mentioned that Nizhny Novgorod should arrive here in form as we take a look at the Group A standings. They currently sit in that 4th spot. UCAM Murcia have gone along really well so far. They're 6-1. But as you can see right down the bottom there, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 1-5 so far. It has not been a very good campaign for them up until this stage. However, they should come into this game feeling like the weight of the world has dropped off their shoulders, really, after finally winning their first game in the Basketball Champions League regular season last week. They had lost their opening 5 games, so they'll be hoping that last week can provide some sort of catalyst to spur them on to better things. As we take a look at the 2 rosters, first of all, Ludwigsburg. They have 2 players averaging in double digits for points per game so far. Kylian Martin has 15.3 a game, Malcolm Hill 13.8, and they'll be looking to the likes of Trevor Mbakwe, Donatas Savechkis and Malcolm Hill to crash the boards, whereas Jordan Crawford is the man really with the vision, the eyes in the back of his head. He averages 6.7 assists so far. As for Nizhny Novgorod, well, Kendrick Perry has been leading the way in offense this campaign. He's averaging 15.3 points a game. Arguably, though, their most important player on both ends of the floor is the big Montenegrin, Vladimir Dragicevic, their number 18. Not only averages 11.5 points per game, but he's also collecting 9 rebounds a game as well. He has only played 2 games, mind you, this campaign. And Ivan Strebkov has been magnificent for them as well this season with ball in hand. He's averaging 6.8 assists so far. Actually sits him in 4th position in the overall assist leaders in the entire competition. Well, it's always a tremendous atmosphere here in Russia. Yeah, right behind their sides. And Nizhny Novgorod's taken a page out of the 2017-18 MHP Riesen book by winning 3 qualification round ties just to make it to this stage. And who knows, maybe they will go on a really good run to the postseason, just as Ludwigsburg did last season. So Nizhny have already brushed aside FC Porto of Portugal. They overcame a formidable Aris of Greece and then finally blew out the Czech side, Pardubice, to take its spot in the regular season. As we take a look at the MHP Riesen side just being introduced to the crowd after they narrowly missed out on a Final 4 spot in the inaugural edition of the Basketball Champions League, losing to Banvit in their quarter-final tie when, I'm sure you all remember, Jordan Theodore made a layup at the buzzer in Germany. Ludwigsburg had another good season last year. Not only did they win all 3 of their qualification round ties, as I just suggested that Nizhny have done this year, but it advanced to the Final 4. It's an incredible run, but as I mentioned, the fact that they're 1-5 so far this year, it has not started particularly well. They're going to have to go on a really, really good run over the course of the next 6 weeks or so, 7 weeks, however long we've got left to try and book their spot in the knockout stages. Just to bring you up to speed as well with what's going on in the Basketball Champions League in terms of fixtures, we do have a little bit of a break after today, so it's the FIBA World Cup qualification matches that still need to be completed, so we do pause for a few weeks. So the next time we'll be back for the Basketball Champions League after today is Tuesday, the 11th of December. So yeah, good couple of week break. So we then play on the 11th and the 12th of December, the 18th and the 19th of December. And then we have another little break just for the Christmas and New Year period, and then we return on Tuesday the 8th of January. So that is the kind of dates for your diary over the next few weeks, and then the regular season goes all the way until Wednesday the 6th of February when the regular season finishes, and we then of course head into the knockout stages. So a couple of weeks off after this, so obviously the players that aren't involved in the international break can have a little bit of rest and recuperation. So it's pretty tough going. The Basketball Champions League, of course, games every single week, Tuesday or Wednesday, trying to combine their domestic fixtures alongside the European run as well. And a lot of teams do struggle with it, trying to keep as fresh as they possibly can. It's not easy. But of course, most of these players in the Basketball Champions League, they are representing their countries as well. Such a huge European competition where some of the best players in the world are plying their trades, so most of them will be heading off to their respective countries over the next few weeks to play in those World Cup qualifiers. As we take a look at the referees today, Marius Chulin, Kerem Baki and Zafer Yilmaz, one from Romania, a couple from Turkey overseeing proceedings here today. Yeah, Nizhny Novgorod, they do come into this on the back of back-to-back wins. They beat Le Mans here back in early November, fairly comfortably, 85 points to 71. They then backed that up last week away to Ventspils, winning 80 points to 75. Here is the Ludwigsburg starting five. Walaszkowski, Crawford, Savetsky's Best and Owen Klaassen starting on the floor for them. I mentioned Jordan Crawford earlier. He's just great to watch with ball in hand. Shares it so well, 6.7 assists to go alongside his 9.8 points a game in the 2018-19 season so far. There is John Patrick, led by last season's Coach of the Year, of course, John Patrick. And as for Nizhny Novgorod, they go with Roderick Babarin, Kendrick Perry, Ivan Strebkov and Ilya Popov as their starting five. Strebkov, very similar to Jordan Crawford when he gets the ball. He can make things happen for this Nizhny Novgorod side. Also averaging over 6 assists a game, nearly 7 assists a game, 6.8 for Ivan Strebkov. So some last words of advice from both coaches for their respective sides. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, I'm sure, thought that they were never going to win. They came so close a couple of weeks ago. They go back on their game day 5 where they lost by a single point to Ventspils, 93 points to 92. But they then put that right next week, because on the Tuesday the 13th of November they won by a solitary point, 81 points to 80 against UQAM Murcia, who've had a good campaign. So yeah, let's just hope that just spurs them on a little bit coming into today, gives them a bit of confidence, allows them to try and express themselves throughout the rest of the group phase, as it has been tough going when you start losing week in, week out, and losing reasonably heavily. And Zoran Lukic there, the head coach of Nizhny Novgorod. Yeah, certainly to beat Aris in the qualifying rounds was a great result for this Russian side. They actually fell 65-63 at home to the Greek outfit, but they then got a strong performance out of their point guard, Kendrick Perry, winning 62-51 in Thessaloniki. But here we go, game day 7 of this year's Basketball Champions League, off and running. In Group A, Nizhny Novgorod taking on MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And already the first points belong to Strebkov for Nizhny Novgorod. Can shoot the ball as well. One of those that I think prefers an assist to actually putting down a bucket. Just ran into too many white shirts. Just can't quite grab the steal. He still managed to keep hold of it. Little step is good. And the finish high on the glass. Both sides have started well as Sabechkis makes his first points of the ball game. Here is Kendrick Perry. Thought about throwing the three. Strebkov, good pass underneath. And the foul is called on Sabechkis. Can expect quite a lot of fouls today. Nizhny Novgorod with 25.5 and MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg with 23.8. Two of the three teams to have made more fouls per game this season in the Basketball Champions League. Popov, not a great free throw shooter, averaging below 50% so far in this competition. So they'll be hoping that he's not at the stripe too often today. Makes one from two. He'll try and go to work underneath. Great strength, just doesn't quite get the roll. Nearly grabs his own offensive rebound. Does really well, Strebkov, to pick up the loose ball, and the last touch in the end, unfortunately for him, was off Owen Klaasen. And Nizhny Novgorod will regain possession. Just a little bit scrappy there. Looked as though Strebkov had done enough. Tried just to pop the ball up into the hands of Kendrick Perry. Got fortunate in the end. Here is Kendrick Perry. Drives into the lane. Nice finish with the right hand. Good penetration from Kendrick Perry. Averaging 15.3 points a game, leading the way for Nizhny Novgorod in the Basketball Champions League. Here's Karim Jallow. Jallow into the lane. Again, the defense just needs to tighten up on both ends of the floor. Players easily able to get into the lane and make pretty simple twos. As Perry has called on the travel, so they will turn it over. Scoreboard is wrong, by the way. Nizhny Novgorod actually leading 5 points to 4. Who's best? Jordan Crawford. Pretty diminutive character, Jordan Crawford. And he goes again, this time tough left-hand finish. Can't get it to go. Good strength to grab the rebound from Roderick Odom. There's Odom again. Odom throws it back outside to Babarin. Babarin back to Odom, who spins and is fouled. Foul goes on Aaron Best. Well, it's times like these, I'm sure all the players are pretty delighted that basketball is played indoors, because it is freezing here in Nizhny Novgorod. In fact, it's even below freezing today, about -2 degrees Celsius. 28 degrees Fahrenheit, so yeah, it is really Baltic outside. It's supposed to just get colder and colder as well over the next week or so. Nice inbound pass. Strepkov is blocked. Strepkov manages to get it back though. Great pass outside as Kendrick throws the three. Can't get it to go. Good work, and now Strepkov from the foul line gets it to go. Good hustle from Nizhny Novgorod. Jordan Crawford shooting the three, gets it. And we're all tied up at 7 points each. Nice pass inside. How easy is that, though? Not really good enough from Jordan Crawford as Kendrick Perry just finds himself completely open underneath. Puts up another pretty simple two in the paint. Karim Jallow. Jallow looking to go to work in traffic, can't get it to go. Kendrick Perry grabs the rebound. Tried to lead the fast break, but good defensive transition from MHP. Now the three from the corner is good. And Nizhny Novgorod increased the advantage out here early on in this first quarter. It may have actually been a two. Foot was just inside the line, perhaps. As you just see Vladimir Dragicevic stripping off. Let's have another look here. Yeah, foot was just inside, so it was a two rather than a three. This was a three from Jordan Crawford earlier on today, as the first timeout is called by MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg.
Just don't gamble. You got him down there. Don't gamble. Okay. Donata, she got Jordan down. All right. Yep. Let's go. Let's go.
So good start from Nizhny Novgorod, especially the likes of Ivan Strepkov, who already has 6 points. Kendrick Perry has 4. Here is Jallow. Jallow draws the foul. Foul goes on Yevgeny Baburin. Have the option back outside if he wants it, trying to go himself. Nice little spin move towards the hoop. Can't get the finish to go with the left hand. Kendrick Perry is the man who grabs the rebound. 2 for 3 from the field so far, Kendrick Perry. Perry throws it out to Strepkov, who's 3 for 4. Nice little no-look pass by Strepkov. He's fouled. Will head to the line and shoot 2. Just couldn't quite get the shot to go, Vladimir Dragicevic. Will head to the strike. You know, he's been fantastic in his first few games in the Basketball Champions League as Vladimir Dragicevic. Already averaging 11.5 points a game, 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 assists as well. Big Montenegrin. Again, splits him from the line. Here is Sabetskis against Perry. Nice pass, good penetration as well. Too hard with the hands, but the offensive rebound by Karim Jallow. And he makes the 2. Man who's on loan from Bayern Munich this year. Obviously, they didn't think he would get the playing time that he needed. Only 21 years of age, so important at that stage of his career that he is playing on a regular basis, and of course playing in such a competition like this. As Baburin lines up the 3, just a little short. Yeah, it can only help and enhance his development, there's no doubt. Here he is again. Jallow. Pass inside, draws the foul. So Baburin checks out. Another on him. Kylian Martin, this is the man they want with the ball as much as they can. That is why he draws the foul and one. And Kylian Martin will head to the line with an opportunity for a three-point play. He's a talented boy, Kylian Martin. Nearly Jallow able to get the steal. Now Kendrick Perry again. Dragicevic sets the screen, gets it back. Dragicevic, pass outside. The three is on the way. The three is good. Beautiful ball movement from Nizhny by MHP Riesen. Now pass inside, easy finish with the two as Klasen. Nizhny Novgorod have 15, MHP 14, so pretty nip and tuck stuff here in the opening stages. Just a point in it, 4 minutes to go in this opening quarter. It's a beautiful pass inside, oh, just couldn't quite bring the ball under his spell. Now the turnover, looking to go coast to coast, throws it up, just about gets the roll. Kylian Martin again. Just before the 2018 NBA draft, he did work out for about 12 NBA teams, Kylian Martin, but ultimately went undrafted. He then signed a summer league deal with the Utah Jazz. And then earlier on this year, back in July, signed with MHP Riesen. Pass outside, shot clock is down to 2. Someone's got to get it away. Not sure they had time for that extra pass. They tried to find Vladimir Dragicevic underneath, but the shot clock was already down to about 1.5 as they tried to find him. There's a finish just earlier from Kylian Martin. So MHP Riesen take the lead. Zabechkis, little teardrop finish. And MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg lead by 3. As a timeout is called, and we've got just under 3 minutes to go in this opening quarter here. Timeout called by the home side.
Jordan, you come in here. Okay? Get a quick one, okay? You're at the 4, you're at the 5. You're gonna go 2 next time. Remember, we're going blue. Hey, we're going blue. They're throwing it at the basket. Cover the basket.
On this curl action, Keelan's popping open. So look at that.
Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Zoran Lukic's voice already going here. Screaming instructions in that timeout. Be a little disappointed with the run that Ludwigsburg have gone on over the last few minutes. They lead by 3, the German side, 18 points to 15, just under 3 to go in this opening quarter. Here's Kendrick Perry. Now Strebkov. Shooting the 3 over the defense, tricky shot, can't get it to go, easy rebound for Owen Klaasen. Now Jordan Crawford again. Brother of Joe Crawford, of course, who has played a little bit in the NBA with the New York Knicks. Nice pass inside, oh, and a big rejection by Dragicevic. He just makes a nuisance of himself. Both ends of the floor, Vladimir Dragicevic. Big left paw, just to knock the ball out of Klaasen's hands. So still got 4 seconds left on the shot clock here. They've got a bit of time. Need to try and inbound it quickly, which they do, and in the end, now the fast break is on, and he can go himself at the big one-handed flush. And Dmitry Uzinski is the man who knocks it down. Brilliant fast break from Nizhny Novgorod. Here is Martin. Now Sabechkis. Sabechkis, the step back 2, just comes up short. Does he get the roll? No, he doesn't. Chance of the offensive rebound, can't get it to go, and even Strebkov can bring it away. Strebkov's just got to be careful, and Crawford nipping at his heels behind him. Odom for 3, too much on it. And Strebkov is called on the foul. So MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg will regain possession. We've got 1:30 to go in this first quarter. Good stuff from both sides, 18 points to 17 at the moment. This was the fast break led by Uzinski just a second ago. Here's Crawford, thought about the 3. Turned it down. Crawford still in possession. Drives to the baseline, throws it back outside. The long 2 is on the way, knocks it down. Nice shooting motion from Valiskowski, though. Strebkov throws it out. Tricky one. Just bouncing right at the ankles of Krzysztof Serapowicz. Unlike Strebkov to give a pass like that, really. Normally so assured in possession. Crawford again, lovely pass inside from Crawford, he's fouled, and 1. And Valiskowski will head to the line with the opportunity for a 3-point play, but how about that vision from Jordan Crawford? Just saw his teammate, plenty of space. That was the turnover just a second or so ago. So Valiskowski at the line. Chance to convert on that 3-point play. He's been pretty lethal from the stripe so far in the Basketball Champions League, and he continues up that good run of form. So the lead is as big as it has been for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, leading by 6. Here is Darren Govins. Todorov sets the screen. Govins wants it back. Toropov again. Toropov with a difficult shot. Beautiful move, though, from Sergei Toropov. His first points of the game. And they can just wind this clock down and make sure they have the last possession of this first quarter. Trailing by 4. Crawford. Ah, beautiful move. And the finish with the left hand from Waleskowski. And that puts an end to the opening quarter. It's an opening quarter that MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg will be pretty happy about. And they lead by 6. Nizhny Novgorod 19. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 25. So the German side, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, after losing their opening 5 games in the Basketball Champions League, they won for the first time last week, looking to try and back that up here in Russia. They've made a nice start in that opening quarter. They lead by 6 as Jordan Crawford throws it outside as they look to try and increase the lead to 9. In and out. Rebound by Toropov. Now Kendrick Perry. To Darren Govens. To go back outside, extra pass, fantastic ball movement, but he is fouled and will shoot 3. Sedepovits, the man shooting the 3, just couldn't quite connect on it for the chance of the 4-point play. And the foul goes on Aaron Best, and he will head to the line. Sedepovits and shoot 3. Quinn and Amanga checking in for Ludwigsburg. Perfect from the stripe. Knocks down all 3, reduces the arrears to just a 1-possession game. Here's Von Fintel. Von Fintel shooting the 3, just off target. Govens grabs the rebound, straight into the hands of Kendrick Perry. Perry has to go back. Darren Govens again. Pass inside. Sedepovits back outside. Govens thought about the 3, turned it down. Shot clock is down to 4 here. Govens steps back outside. The 3 is on the way, never on target. The offensive rebound, no, he just couldn't quite find a teammate. And Jordan Crawford can bring it forward for MHP Riesen. Crawford, beautiful little bounce pass. Tries just to pop it off. They get a little bit lucky. They managed to keep hold of it, and the last touch was off a Nizhny Novgorod hand, so Riesen Ludwigsburg will keep hold of the ball. You see there, coming off Uzinski. Manga checks back out. Shot clock is down to 2, mind you. Jordan Crawford's got to get it away. Crawford, this would be good if it goes. Which it just doesn't. But a foul is called. I'm not entirely sure Crawford knew immediately that the shot clock was counting down, so he just had to kind of step back and throw that 3. And a little too zealous to grab that defensive rebound, Nizhny Novgorod. So once again, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg get possession back. They'll get another 14 seconds on the clock. Here's Keelan Martin, the long 2 comes up short. Kendrick Perry for Nizhny Novgorod. Perry, completely uncontested 3. Well, that is a risk to allow Kendrick Perry that kind of space to throw it up. A little disappointed that he didn't get closer there. Foul goes on Walaskovsky. He will check out of the game. Picks up his first. Owen Clausen comes back in. 14 seconds back on the clock. Still just a 3-point game. There's Kendrick Perry looking to try and weave a way through. Throws it back outside. The 3 is on the way. And we are all tied up at 25-point seeds. Dmitry Uzinski. Foul goes on Kendrick Perry. Still 20 seconds on the clock. Good vision from Perry. Looked like he was going to try and drive into the lane himself and throw up a little 2, but he just spotted Uzinski completely open in the corner. Both sides struggling really from the outside. 2 for 7. Nizhny. Here is Crawford. Crawford drives to the baseline on the reverse, can't get it. Crawford grabs his own rebound though. The step back 2, he banks it in. Nice shot from Jordan Crawford. Here's Kendrick Perry. So good. Nizhny Novgorod's 2-point shot has been so far 7 for 9. From the field, Perry with the shot clock counting down to 2. Uzinski's just got to throw it up. He's already made 1 3. This time it's an air ball, and it'll be a 24-second violation. Good defensive possession though by MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, just getting them to throw up a pretty tricky shot in the ends. Jordan Crawford again, just looking to try and bounce the ball in to Owen Clausen. Clausen draws the foul. I don't think Sergei Toropov can have too many complaints about that call. Absolutely all over him, so they get another 14 seconds on the clock. Monvintel for 3, comes up short. And now the fast break is on, led by Uzinski. Kendrick Perry wanted it out over on this right-hand side, but good defensive transition again from MHP. Darren Gubbins. Gubbins into Perry. Perry for 3 is good. And Nizhny Novgorod retake the lead. Kendrick Perry has 7 points personal, 3 for 5 from the field. Now Jordan Crawford looking to go coast to coast, easy finish with the left hand. Plenty of lead changes early on in this game. As the German side retake the lead by a single point. Has it stripped out of his hands, though. Now Jordan Crawford. Crawford, the step back two. Just too much on it. Defensive rebound by Sedapovic. Here's Perry. Called on the illegal screen there. Ilya Popov. Offensive foul will turn it over. As Strebkov checks back into the game. No more fouls to give either to Nizhny Novgorod. Savechkis is going to get the finish, and now Kendrick Perry can lead the fast break. The little no-look pass from Perry. Get out of here, says Owen Klassen. A big block. And now down the other end of the floor, the three is knocked down by Keelan Martin. And a great possession on both ends of the floor from MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. First of all, the big block from Owen Klassen. And then within a couple of seconds, the ball was back in the hands of Keelan Martin, who knocks down the three. And a timeout is called with MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg leading by 4.
Stalno si daleko od igrača. Gledaj, hvatite se. Hvatite. U bližinu zasloni. Goals in isolations. Don't drop back. Okay, nice block down there. Hey, good job switching. They don't really know what to do. On that help play, it's open. The half is open. And you're open. Just go up strong. Hey, give it up, guys. Keep it up.
You see there, Nizhny Novgorod doing a good job on the glass so far in this game. 5 more rebounds than their opponents, but it means nothing in terms of the scoreline. The German side leading by 4. Two of their 32 points. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg have come in the paint as well. So they're getting a lot of cheap points, really. Here they go again, drives. Just couldn't get the roll. Foul called on Von Fintel. So Nizhny will head to the line and shoot 2. There's the little no-look pass we just saw from Kendrick Perry, and then that huge block from Owen Klassen. And then they went straight down the other end of the floor. Knocked down to 3. Keelan Martin. So Sedapovic heading to the line to shoot a couple. He has already made 3 out of his 3 free throws so far today. Just on target with the first. And the second, Baburin very nearly able to grab the offensive rebound there, but a chance to bring this ball game back to a 1-possession game. Goes a miss, and the lead is still 4. Savechkis. Good defense by Odom so far. Tricky shot, and in the end, the last touch goes off Karim Jallow. So Nizhny Novgorod, after a good defensive possession, led by Roderick Odom there, managed to get the miss. Perry, extra pass into the corner. Had the open 3 if he wanted it. Turned it down. Now the 3, count it, and 1. And the chance for a 4-point play. Christopher Sedapovic up to 6 points personal. There's the touch just after he threw it. It's a big-time play from Christopher Serepovic. Foul goes on Kylian Martin. And a chance to level this ball game up. Which is exactly what he does. We've got just over 4 minutes to go in this first half. 32 points each. Trying to drive into the lane, spins, fouled. And now Donatas Savečkis will shoot 2. Another foul called on Babjurin. And that puts Nizhny Novgorod into the penalty as well. 3 minutes 54 seconds left in this second quarter. Kendrick Perry. Strebkov, nice pass. Serepovic for another 3. And another 3 goes down for Christopher Serepovic. He has had a big game off the bench so far. Serepovic, he's only played 8 minutes, but he's up to 10 points. Now Jordan Crawford. Crawford up against Odom, thought about throwing up the step back 2, instead throws it back outside, can't get the 3 to go. And this time, Serepovic grabs the rebound. That's his 3rd rebound to go alongside his 10 points. Drives along the baseline, good pass back inside. Serepovic is waiting for it. Here he goes again. Oh, just couldn't get this one to go. Be disappointed as well. It was an open look for Serepovic. He's got the hot hand at the moment for Nizhny Novgorod. And now the steal. And then here they go again. Serepovic throws it back outside the 3. I think it just took a little block. A little deflection on the way from Karim Jallow. Good work from him in transition to get back and just deflect the ball out of bounds. So Nizhny Novgorod will keep it. So we've got 18 seconds left on the clock. Here goes Odom. Again, good work on the defensive side from the German side. So the ball goes back out of bounds. They've still got 15 seconds on the clock, though, here, the Russian side. Throws up the 2. No good. Strong rebound by Radoskovsky. He's 3 for 3 from the field as well for the German side. Here goes Crawford. Tries the little teardrop. Beautiful finish from Jordan Crawford. Had the spare man out in the corner if he wanted him. Decided to go himself, and they lead by 1 again. Here's Odom. Odom, steal from Jordan Crawford, and now Crawford throws it outside. The 3 is on the way. Savečkis can't get it to go. Defensive rebound by Ivan Strebkov. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists already for Strebkov. Here he is throwing up the 2. The mid-range 2 is good. Strebkov up to 8. And Nizhny Novgorod retake the lead. It is just lead change after lead change out there at the moment. Now Jordan Crawford, he tried to play the little pass behind his back. I'm not entirely sure Owen Klassen was on the same wavelength. As another 3 goes up. This is too short on this occasion. How well has Strebkov done there? Not only to grab the rebound, but then to have the wherewithal to know that he was going out of bounds and just threw the ball back behind him Last touch off Owen Klaasen, and Nizhny Novgorod will keep it. Just wonder why Crawford, the second time of asking, didn't throw up that two. He tried to pass behind his back. We got a timeout here. Timeout called by MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg.
It's inbound here, Kiwi. Are you guarding the ball out of bounds? Kiwi. You gotta look and see what's going on back here because they may curl into your area. Look to take a charge when Odom comes at you. All right, also on the weak side, you gotta cut that flare. Okay, it's gonna be a line and then a flare at the end if they do. Next offense, we're gonna see. Hey, side four, let's go.
Отлично, должен быть, аплодисменты самим себе, Нижний! У команды до конца второй четверти тайм-аутов больше нет.
So 14 seconds still on the clock here for Nizhny Novgorod. Inbounds to Strebkov. Strebkov, does he throw it away? Does. Dragacevic just couldn't quite bring the ball under his control. Nine turnovers already for Nizhny Novgorod. You can see how well MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg are looking after the ball. Only 3 turnovers for them. Here's Odom now. Kendrick Perry. Perry throws it up. Oh, beautiful dish from Kendrick Perry. Roderick Odom with the 2. The lead is up to 3. We got 35 seconds or so to go. Chance for a 2-for-1 here for MHP. Going to take it. Crawford shoots the 3. Crawford lands the 3. They needed that. Brings them back on level terms, Jordan Crawford. Now the chance for the last possession of the first half to Nizhny Novgorod. 39 points all. It's been an enthralling first half here in Russia. Strebkov throws it away. Good hustle from Aaron Best. .1 seconds left on the clock. Kendrick Perry. Perry throws it back outside. I think it was after the buzzer. Yeah, it's not going to count. I think Kendrick Perry should have just thrown it up himself, really. There was only 4.1 seconds on the clock by the time they inbounded, and then Perry made a run and then popped it off again. Just had to try and get the shot away himself, but a really good first half here in Russia. Nizhny Novgorod 39, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 39. Nizhny have shot that 2 really well, 69%, MHP down at 50. Both sides around 30% from the outside. They've out-rebounded their German opponents, though, 20 rebounds to 12. But it's the turnovers that have really kept MHP Riesen in the game. 9 turnovers for Nizhny Novgorod, only 3 for MHP Riesen. Sedapovits has had a great game off the bench. He's got 10. Strebkov with 8. Jordan Crawford leading the way for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg with 12. And a really good, closely contested first half. I'll leave you with the highlights and make sure you're back in around 10 minutes' time when the second half will be getting underway. It's 39 points each here at the Cultural Entertainment Complex.
Жор. Жор. Мяч защита. Жор.
Ребят, давайте, все очень просто, ваши аплодисменты. Кому отдадим главный подарок? Аплодисменты команде Дональда Трампа. Аплодисменты команде Гуччи Гэнг. Все понятно, победила команда Трампа. Наши поздравления, ребята. Вы будете выступать на дне города Вача. Удачи вам. Спасибо, хорошего настроения. Так, подарки будут обязательно, не переживайте, все вам за это достать. Спасибо вам, парни. Пока можете возвращаться, пока можете видеть, и вам туда будут подарки, не переживайте, что вы волноваться. Идите, идите, все обязательно будет. А вот они, собственно говоря, команде победителя, команде Дональда Трампа, дайте вы. Это команда проигравшая, это будет Гэнг, естественно, поощрительный выигрывает. Нам нужно выбрать одного лучшего, нам нужно выбрать из вас кого-то. Давайте так, ну, коллектив есть коллективом, но тем не менее, один должен в команде быть лучше. Давайте так, быстренько пробежимся, поехали, все вас видели. Давайте так, кто у кого соло-гитара была? Иди сюда, ко мне. Кто соло-гитара? Иди. Аплодисменты соло-гитара. Стоят на лучшем коллективе, всегда должен быть лидер и те, кто идут за лидером, да? Соло-гитара, аплодисменты басисту. Ребят, спасибо вам огромное еще раз. Вот там висит бородатый дядя. Он, естественно, вам подарок раздаст. Это будет обязательно. Спасибо большое. Идите к нему. Спасибо. Спасибо огромное. Ну что, дорогие друзья, уважаемые болельщики, уважаемые дамы и господа, напоминаю, что прямо сейчас по-прежнему автограф-сессия баскетболистов баскетбольного клуба Нижний Новгород идет в центральном фойе. Ну а мы с вами вернемся совсем скоро. Я надеюсь, что каждый из вас успеет отдохнуть. Я надеюсь, что каждый из вас успеет набраться сил. Я надеюсь, что каждый из вас сегодня будет по-сумасшедшему поддерживать баскетбольный клуб Нижний Новгород. Да, Нижний! Круто! Ну что, друзья, уважаемые болельщики, я еще раз напоминаю, что только сегодня приобретаю билеты на следующий матч 7 декабря СБК НН Автодор. По промокоду скидка 10, вы получаете скидку 10% на билет. Напоминаю, что промокод и скидка работает только сегодня до полуночи, поэтому не забывайте, успевайте приобрести билет.
So welcome back everybody to the Cultural Entertainment Complex. We've got a good one at the half-time break. Nizhny Novgorod 39, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 39. Nothing between them. It has been back and forth, nip and tuck. We've already had 12 lead changes in that first half. Nizhny Novgorod's biggest lead, 5. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, they have led by as many as 6. But very little separating them. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg lost their opening 5 games in the Basketball Champions League. They lost to Banvit, Sidigis Avellino, Le Mans, Anvil, then Ventspils by a point, and then finally put it right last Tuesday, where they beat UCAM Murcia by a point, 81 points to 80. So after the disappointment of the week before, losing by 1 point, they had an almighty high last week, winning by a point. So they're looking to try and ride that wave of momentum and see whether they can back it up with back-to-back wins. Before we go on that little break to allow the FIBA World Cup qualification games to be played over the next few weeks. So the next time we'll be back in the Basketball Champions League is Tuesday the 11th of December. So we've got a few weeks off. So it's always nice to just come to the end of the kind of first round almost of games in the Basketball Champions League with a win. Nizhny Novgorod 3-3 so far. A pretty solid campaign for them, having to come through 3 rounds of qualifying as well. So they've had a long old season. Currently find themselves in 10th position in the Russian league. Hasn't been a great start really. They're 2-4 so far in the regular season. CSKA Moscow 7-0, as are Khimki 7-0 as well. As I mentioned right at the start, it is difficult to try and campaign the European campaign alongside a domestic campaign as well. For a side that perhaps isn't used to it, playing every Tuesday or Wednesday and trying to kind of fit your domestic games around that as well. MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg currently 8th in the Basketball Bundesliga. They are 4-4 in their 8 games played so far. Bayern Munich lead the way, perhaps unsurprisingly, 8-0. Jordan Crawford has been terrific so far today, leading the side in points with 12. It's one of those where you just can't call it. I don't think there's any doubt that Nizhny Novgorod and Zoran Lukic, their coach, would have asked his team to look after the ball a little bit better in this second period, because committing way too many turnovers in that first half. 9 in total, only 3 for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. Klaasen looks to go to work early doors. Good finish with the left hand. Had a huge block in that first half as well, did Owen Klaasen. Fedorovic was magnificent, 10 points for him. Jordan Crawford with the steal. He's just got so many skills, Jordan Crawford, he really does, both offensively and defensively. Just to draw the foul. Foul goes on net. Ivan Strebkov. Back comes Vladimir Dragicevic. Haven't seen a huge amount of Dragicevic so far. Just under 7 minutes played. He's just got 1.1 assists so far. Savechkis for 3. Count it. Great start for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg to kickstart this second half. Strebkov Little disguised pass from him. Stremkov wants it back. Instead, it goes out to Kendrick Perry. Perry for three. Both sides have come out firing to start off this third quarter. The lead is back to 2. Had options. He had both Kendrick Perry and Ivan Stremkov calling for it outside. Target with both. Now Kendrick Perry. Perry saw the man in the corner. Great pass by Sedepovits. Thrown it away though. Another turnover for Nizhny Novgorod. Now the fast break down the other end is good. Donatis Savechkis. Stremkov still shooting that 2 really well though. Nizhny Novgorod nearly 70% as Odom drives, can't get it to go. Eventually the rebound is pulled in. Savechkis throws it back outside to Jordan Crawford. Crawford throws it away. Kendrick Perry wanted non-sportsmanlike called there. So the lead is 4. Odom. Now the 3 is on the way, just comes up short. Big, strong rebound to collect it in by Valiskowski. Now Jordan Crawford. Valiskowski sets the screen. Crawford, though, turns it over. Good pass into Dragicevic. Look out, just went for the layup on that occasion. Dragicevic up to 3 points. The lead is back to just 2, 46 points to 44. And a timeout is called by the visiting side.
Watch out, they're double deep. Open the first pass, slide that down, everybody stretch. Okay, nothing, play on. You with the ball. So screen, here and here, I want a double screen, double. 1-0, nothing, stretch, 5 is coming. Let's go. Hey, next offense is, first is 2, next 5.
Отлично!
Savechkis. Nice pass into Owen Klassen. Klassen has plenty of white shirts around him, couldn't get it to go. Good work by Vladimir Dragicevic on the defensive side. Now Kendrick Perry. The leg of Jordan Crawford, so Nizhny Novgorod will keep it. Strebkov, oh, he had his back to him. Now throws it outside, the open three. Knocks it down again. Christopher Serepovic, what a game he has had. Up to 13 now. 3 for 5 from the field, 4 rebounds. He's only played 14 minutes. Drives inside, throws it away, and now Kendrick Perry can go alone. Kendrick Perry throws it down with 2 hands. And a good little spell by Nizhny Novgorod, who now lead by 3. Their biggest lead has been 5 in this game. MHP Reason have led by 6. Jordan Crawford. Malachowski, the shot clock is down to 2. He knew he had to get it away. Comes up way short. And now the fast break is on again. Strebkov, he didn't have too many options up with him, so just slows it all down. Waits for the cavalry to arrive. Dragicevic sets the screen. Strebkov. Now Odom. Kendrick Perry again. Odom, step back 2. He's good. The lead is just growing and growing. It's up to 5. On a nice little run here, Nizhny Novgorod. There's Jordan Crawford again, the shot clock counting down. The 3 is on the way, they needed that. Just stops the rock. Important shot to bring the lead back down to just 2. Kendrick Perry. Serepovic throws it back outside to Odom. Odom drives into the lane, makes the 2. Good penetration by Roderick Odom. And an offensive foul is called. They'll turn it over here. MHP Reason Ludwigsburg as Kendrick Perry hits the deck. Perry will check out. Marion Gubbins back on the floor. Strebkov just quietly gone about his business today. Doesn't seem to have had a particularly spectacular game, but he's already got 8 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Odom. Another 2 from Dragicevic. Thought he was fouled. Jordan Crawford. Crawford throws it back outside. Crawford gets it back. Up against Dragicevic. Bit of a mismatch. Crawford using his agility. Last touch off a black shirt, though. They turn it over again here, MHP Reason Ludwigsburg. Did so well in that first half to keep the turnovers down to a minimum. Only had 3 turnovers in the entire first half, the German side. They're now up to 8. So 5 already in the 6.5 minutes that we've played in this third quarter. Here's Darren Gubbins. Serepovic throws it back out. Gubbins. Extra pass, but a foul was called underneath, so they'll turn it over, Nizhny Novgorod. There's a steal earlier on from Kendrick Perry. Lead is 4 as Jordan Crawford throws it back outside. Jallow allowed plenty of time to knock down the 3. Offensive rebound now, throws it back out. Jallow back to Crawford. Jordan Crawford, plenty of time, uncontested, always in and out. Dragicevic grabs the rebounds. Good chance though from Jordan Crawford there, uncontested three. Feel as though he possibly should have made it. Now Darren Govins into Srebkov. Srebkov to Dragicevic. What a pass from Dragicevic to Odom. Odom comes up way short with the three. It's Crawford, little bounce pass and the foul. Jallow will head to the line and shoot two. Back to just a 2-point game. Darren Govins. Govins again, good pass to Odom. Oh, brilliantly done from behind. Keelan Martin just arrives from nowhere. Does enough to put him off. Now Jallow. Pass out to Crawford. Crawford drives, tries to bank it in high on the glass. Gets it to fall, and we're all tied up again at 53 points each. Just when it looked as though Nizhny Novgorod were beginning to pull away, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg answer back. Serepovich for three. For once, can't get one to fall. Crawford makes another. Great response from the German side. And the timeout is called just when it looked as though Nizhny Novgorod were just beginning to pull away. MHP Riesen and Jordan Crawford especially answer back in some style as Nizhny call a timeout.
He's shaking you. For a shot, relax, up, drive, kick. Excellent player screen, excellent. Much better defense.
You go swing, Keelan's outside. If you get Keelan here, right, and then if you get Kareem in there, you can either go right in, or Keelan, you meet the ball, Kareem, step out, and then swing it quick, and slip again. Let's go, Bells. Defense, 1, 2, 3. Defense, stop, stop.
Well, so many games this season in the Basketball Champions League have already been decided in overtime or with a buzzer beater. And you get the impression that this one may well be going the same way. German side leading by 2. Just over a minute or so to go in this third quarter. It's Perry. Now Baburin. Back to Kendrick Perry. Perry had time to knock down that three. Can't get it. Odom with the big offensive rebound. Odom goes back out to Baburin. Now Srebkov. Srebkov very nearly had it stripped off him. Baburin, though, throws it. Can't get it to go from downtown, but it's a putback from Srebkov to level it up at 55 points each. Foul is called on Srebkov.
Nummer 19 і 3 фол.
Jello heads to the line. Chorus of boos ring out inside this hall. And misses both. All of these free throws can be so important coming down the stretch. Srebkov. Five seconds left on the clock. Van Buren drives to the baseline, throws it back outside. Perry just steadies himself. Can't get the three to go. They've got 10 seconds or so to advance it down the floor and have the last possession of this third quarter. Keelan Martin, normally the man whose hands they want the ball in, and that is why, as he makes the three right on the buzzer, it's the perfect end to the third quarter. And they lead by 3. Nizhny Novgorod 55, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 58. So final quarter just about to get going. And we've got a close one here in Russia. Nizhny Novgorod 55, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 58. There's Kendrick Perry. Tricky shot, offensive rebound, no, back out to Perry. Perry turns down to 3, as does Baburin. Baburin back into Odom, the right-hand jump hook, just doesn't get the roll. Jallow with the rebounds. Turnover, Kendrick Perry. Perry has got the pace. Perry looking to go himself. He is an incredible athlete, Kendrick Perry. Well, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg have not won 2 games in a row since between January and March 2018, earlier this year, where they actually managed to win 6 games in a row. The back end of last year's group phase and into the knockout stages of that. Crawford, good ball movement. Can't get it to go in traffic though. Baburin with the rebounds. Kendrick Perry again. Perry goes himself, throws it back outside. Extra pass, now the 3 is on the way. Goes down, no whistle given. Can he bring in the defensive rebound? Yes, he can. Good work by Christian von Fintel. That was the steal from Kendrick Perry. Here's Keelan Martin. Martin looking to try and go to work underneath. Can't get it to go, but the foul is called. Well, Keelan Martin coming into this has scored an average of 15.3 points per game. It's actually the second best average among the players in the Basketball Champions League to have started all of their games on the bench. Pretty impressive numbers from Keelan Martin. The pass over the back, now the three comes up short. Jallow just couldn't quite bring in the rebounds. Now Srebkov. Srebkov did well not to go out of bounds and then plays the ball off the German opponent. Nizhny will keep it, 20 seconds left on the clock. Zizinski to Kendrick Perry. He's up to 14 points personal now. Kendrick Perry, 6 for 10 from the field. Oh, he's knocked it down. Darren Gubbins, it's been a slow start for Darren Gubbins, but he's finally registered his first points. And it puts Nizhny in the lead again, 60 points to 58. Tricky shot with the left hand, can't get it. Zizinski grabs the rebound, his fourth. Kendrick Perry again. Perry, Gubbins looking for back-to-back threes. Darren Gubbins, count it again. Coming down the stretch, Darren Gubbins begins to come to the party. Back-to-back threes, and the lead is up to 5.
If it's a switch, step up. If somebody sets a player, be ready to step up. Okay, Gubbins is a little hot.
Good box out. Run zero. Or with you. Stretch. With you. Stretch and one-on-one. You can better spacing for one-on-one. Help, kick out. Nobody lay up. Okay. 1-on-0. Use this, okay? No three-point shot, please. Watch out now, Smoker. Let's go.
Отлично! Группа молодежки баскетбольного клуба Нижний Новгород. И весь Нижний Новгород. Все вместе с нами.
So the lead has grown again. It's up to 5, although in the third quarter they went up by 5. Nizhny Novgorod, but MHP Leeds in Ludwigsburg fought back. In traffic, no good. Oh, that would have been something special from Jallow arriving from nowhere. But Kendrick Perry can bring the ball forward for Nizhny Novgorod. Goes down off the ball, the foul. Goes on von Fintel.
Christian completed the 26 foul.
Still never led by more than 5 in the entire game, Nizhny Novgorod. Good pass, back out to Kendrick Perry. Perry, Darren Govins for 3 threes in this corner, just off target with this one. Foul, I think, has been called on Babjurin, so he's just got to be careful now. Well, actually, initially the foul came on Odom, did it? Has gone on Yevgeny Babjurin. Crawford, little nudge in the back, just couldn't get the 2 to go, but he will head to the line and shoot 2, Jordan Crawford. Bring it back to a 1-possession game.
Поможем нашим парням, возбудим всем городом прямо сейчас. 3-4. Еще разок, Нижний, добавьте шума.
So we've still got 6 minutes to go. The lead is back to within 3. It's been so close right from the start of this game. Govins out to Odom. Odom back to Govins, who throws it back outside. Babjurin for 3, no good. Jordan Crawford grabs the rebounds. Crawford drives into the lane. No good. The offensive rebound, he really should have made it. Von Fintel, though, grabs another offensive board, and in the end, Darren Govins comes to just extinguish any hope of eating into this lead further. Dragicevic sets the screen. Govins wants it back. Here's Odom. Odom into Dragicevic. That's where they want Vladimir Dragicevic. He's had a quiet game on the whole. 5 points, 3 rebounds, couple of assists for Dragicevic. The lead is up to 5 again. Von Fintel. Foul goes on Odom.
Нижний Новгород 4 команды Ковар.
Crawford. Nizhny with no more fouls to give. Still with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. It's the 3 in the corner, just too much on it. Draws the foul, good work by Krillin Amanga. So that puts Nizhny in the penalty. Makes them both. Again, the lead back to 3. They just get to 5 points up. Nizhny Novgorod, they just can't then start increasing it. Try to put this game out of sight once again. The German side fighting back. Odom tried to spin his way to the hoop, but lost the ball in the process. Crawford. Great pass, easy too for Owen Klassen.
Тайм-аут.
It's a fantastic dish to him from Jordan Crawford. Timeout called, Nizhny Novgorod.
What do you want? What do you want? Every triangle lost the ball. Give the smoke, set the screen. Pop, flash. Fuck it.
Look to attack when they collapse. Look to kick it out. Be ready to shoot. Hey, inside. You got it inside. Yeah, look to go two again. Look to get inside. If you want to run swing, we can also run swing. Make sure we meet the ball. Run to it. Defense.
John Patrick just telling his side they've got them inside. Half their points coming in the paint. MHPD's in Ludwigsburg, 32 of their 64. Lead is 1, with 4 minutes to go. And Kendrick Perry has turned it over. Great work from Baburin, though. How alert he was to the danger there, the Evgeny Baburin. Bailed his teammate out, Kendrick Perry, who'd lost the ball initially. Now Baburin looking to try and knock down the 3 as well. Odom just couldn't quite bring in the offensive rebounds. Here goes Klassen. It's so difficult to stop. Klassen makes another right-hand hook shot. And the German side lead once again. Dragicevic sets the screen for Kendrick Perry, who shoots the long 2. No good, off target. Now Jordan Crawford can lead the fast break. Crawford just slows it down. Shallow. The 3 off target, strong rebound by Odom. Although called on the foul. And flying Owen Klassen. Odom is disappointed. The foul has gone on Evgeny Baburin for what happened just before it, and Baburin loses the game. Got into foul trouble early on today, Evgeny Baburin, and picks up his 5th there. So he fouls out. Won't be seeing him over the next 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Lead up to 3. 2 minutes 42 seconds. Just a little too zealous on the defensive side, Shallow, so the trip to the foul line. So as I said, we have a little break after game day 7 finishes in the Basketball Champions League for the FIBA World Cup qualifying games to be played. So we return on Tuesday the 11th of December for game day 8. We have game day 8, game day 9. We then have another little break for the Christmas and New Year period and return again on Tuesday the 8th of January for game day 10. So on game day 8, on Wednesday the 12th of December, Nizhny Novgorod have an away game against Sidigis Avellino. And then their final game before the Christmas break, they are back here at home against Anvil. So that is how they finish their run up until Christmas. As for MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, also on Wednesday the 12th of December, they're back at home in Germany. They're taking on Banvit. And then on Wednesday the 19th of December, game day 9 before the Christmas interval, they are away to Cedigis Avellino. So that is how both of these sides will finish their pre-Christmas break. As Crawford just can't get it to go. Big, strong offensive rebound, just couldn't quite make the two. But it's another trip to the line. Good opportunity there, though, for the chance of a three-point play.
Драгичевич, номер 18, четвертый. Замена Людвигсбург.
Well, the last two MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg games have come down to just a single point. They lost by 1 point against Ventspils on the 6th of November. They then won by a point against UCAM Murcia to pick up their first win in the Basketball Champions League this season, last time out. It's going to come right down to the wire here as well. Strebkov. Dragicevic. Back outside, the three. Ooh, just off target. Good work by Strebkov, though, to bring in the rebound. Rebound number 8 for Ivan Strebkov to go with his 10.6 assists. Great game for him today. Knew the shot clock was counting down. Just comes up short with the three. Great work by Vladimir Dragicevic, though, grabs the offensive rebound, puts it back. The lead is back down to 1. 69 points to 70. Just under 90 seconds to go. Crawford, great pass to Owen Klassen. Klassen makes the 2. Here goes Perry. Perry is fouled. And Perry will head to the stripe. Another opportunity.
Замена Людвигсбург.
As I said earlier, every single one of these becomes so imperative at this stage of the game. Kendrick Perry, clutch from the line, makes both. Lead back down to 1. Every possession so important now. Here is Jordan Crawford. Once again, going inside to Owen Klassen. Tricky matchup though against Dragicevic. Can't get it to go. But the offensive rebound is back in the hands of Sebeskis. And a foul is called underneath. It was Serepovits who's been called on it. Klassen's nose is bleeding as well, taking a bit of a knock. They're just checking whether this was an unsportsmanlike or not. That's what the referee wants to have a look at. So they're coming together between Dragicevic and Klassen. So yeah, it's just a normal foul has been given rather than the unsportsmanlike. Dragicevic heads to the bench. His fifth. So he's fouled out as well alongside Baburin. Another couple of free throws coming up here for Owen Klassen. Misses the first. 14 points so far today. Makes the second. 2-point game, 45 seconds to go. Are we heading to overtime? Quite possibly. Darren Govins is back on. He had a couple of big three-pointers right at the start of this final quarter. Darren Govins. Here's Kendrick Perry. Perry, chance to take the lead. Odom comes up short. Offensive rebound and is fouled. So Popov will head to the line and shoot two. Opportunity to try and tie this game up. Well, he had plenty of time, did Roderick Odom, to try and knock down that three. And of course giving Nizhny the lead. And this is where the pressure can just begin to get to you. Knows just how important everyone is. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. Big opportunity gone. Crawford. Got to be careful that they advance this over the half court in the 8 seconds. They do. Nice pass, and in he comes. Throws it down one-handed. Karim Jallow. The two missed free throws down the other end. And then Jallow with the big dunk to give them a 4-point lead. Timeout called by Nizhny Novgorod.
You have to make strong drive, layup, kick out, open shot, shoot. Who is open, shoot. Everything.
Listen, they got to go. Switch everything. Whoever's man is taking the ball, take it out over there. Okay, play off a little down here. Watch the switch, and we're switching everything.
On the rebound, I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get everybody spaced out.
Get strong with the rebound.
Let's go, guys. There you go.
Well, there's still time for Nizhny Novgorod, but how vital those two missed free throws could well be from Ilya Popov. Had the opportunity to level the game up. He missed them both, and then a couple of seconds later, Karim Jallow with the dunk to make it a 4-point game as Kendrick Perry drives into the lane, was fouled. He will shoot two. 16.4 seconds left. Manga checks back out.
Замена Нижний Новгород. Карим Ялов, номер 35, первый фаул. Замена.
Strebkov and Govins have checked out. Zhbanov and Uzinski back on the floor. Georgi Zhbanov is one of the 2 players this season to average less than 5 minutes per game, whilst having played all 6 games. Here is Jallow. Jallow into Jordan Crawford. Crawford drives to the baseline, foul called on Odom. Just missing so many crucial free throws though, Nizhny Novgorod. Someone you possibly wouldn't expect to get a little tight, but happens to the best of them.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir, for this. Sorry, it's my fault. No. Sorry, sir.
So Valiskowski just getting some treatment here. Looks in a bit of pain. You can see the blood there pouring out of his head. This is always a little worrying.
Замена Людвигсбург. Замена Нижний Новгород.
So I hope he's okay. More importantly than the game, good news that he's actually been able to stand up and walk off the court. Not entirely sure what happened or where the blood's even coming from. But his side are looking good. They have a 4-point lead. And they have 2 free throws to come with Jordan Crawford. And there is only 9.2 seconds left to go. Crawford with 18 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds so far today. Make that 19 points. The lead is back to 5. Can't make the second. Now Kendrick Perry. He's got to be quick. Only 4 seconds on the clock. Now Darren Govins. Govins shoots the 3. Govins makes the 3. We've got 0.3 seconds left on the clock. As they inbound the pass, the buzzer goes. Well, they managed to lose 5 of their opening 5 games, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. They managed to get their first win last week, and they backed it up with consecutive wins in Russia. It's finished Nizhny Novgorod 74, MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg 76. So they're just beginning to find a little bit of form, the German side. After such a great year last year in the Basketball Champions League, they would have been so annoyed with themselves, the start they got off to in the 2018-19 campaign. But that 1-point win last week against UQAM Murcia followed up with another nervy one here against Nizhny Novgorod, ultimately coming through by 2 points. A rather dejected Zora Lukic leaves the floor. It was nip and tuck right from the start. Biggest lead in the entire game was 6, that is all. That was for the German side. Nizhny Novgorod led by 5, but no more. As looks in a bit of pain, doesn't he there? We hope he's okay. But a big win. Here are the stats. You can see Nizhny shot the 2 really nicely and out-rebounded MHP Riesen as well. But Riesen Ludwigsburg did improve on the glass as that game went on. Game leaders, Perry, 16 points. Crawford had 19, magnificent from him. Strebkov and Jallow with 8 rebounds each. Crawford also leading the way with the assists, 8 assists for him as well. 3 big steals for Perry. He just had a fantastic game. Crawford a little bit careless with the ball. 5 turnovers as well, but on the whole, he had a great game. 19 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals for Jordan Crawford. As take a look at some of the highlights. Let me just remind you what's going on in the Basketball Champions League as well. We now take a break for the FIBA World Cup qualifying games. So we will have a couple of weeks break, and then we will return on Tuesday, the 11th of December. Nizhny Novgorod away to Sadigas Avellino. The week after at home to Anvil. We then have another break for the Christmas and New Year period. As for MHP, well, next week they are at home to Banvit. Sorry, next week, I say the next game they play on the 12th of December at home to Banvit on game day 8. And then the week after, on the 19th of December, away to Cedigas Avellino. And then we break for the Christmas and New Year period. So it's all finished here. However, there is another game currently taking place in Group A. Anvil are taking on Le Mans. That's currently at half-time in that one at the moment. And it is Anvil who have the lead, 36 points to 29 at the half-time break. And we still have Cedigas Avellino up against Ventspils as well later on today in Group A. So there's plenty more action still to look forward to in this group. And even though this one is done, make sure that you go and check out all the other games. You can watch them all live with us here. Make sure you download the Basketball Champions League app as well. That is available for you and brings you all the latest news and results and video footage and highlights and everything that you could possibly need. So make sure you download that. Well, Nizhny Novgorod will be disappointed. The fact that they led by 5 not only in the third quarter, they led by 5 early in the fourth quarter as well. But every time they led by that amount, they just couldn't quite go on and lead by 7 and 9 and 10 and 11 points. Ludwigsburg did well just to stay in touch for as long as they possibly did. And in the end, managed to back up that great win last week against UQAM Murcia with yet another win here against Nizhny Novgorod. That was really the hammer blow, that big one-handed dunk from Karim Jallow. And in the end, a good win for the German side. This is how Group A stands. UQAM Murcia still leading the way. They're 6-1. Cedigas Avellino 5-1. Nizhny Novgorod now go 3-4, still occupying that 4th spot. And MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg creep up to 5th, but of course the 3 teams below them still have to play. So thanks for your company tonight. We'll see you next time.